it's Christina from Redefine Creative, and I am here today to show you guys a kit, and I am super excited because this month I am going to be joining Hannah, Felicia, and Megan, who do a YouTube series called For the Love of Homemade Kits, and basically we choose the same inspiration piece and the same kind of recipe of ingredients, and then we're going to create layouts for 4 consecutive weeks and share those in process videos on YouTube. So our goal is to kind of dig into our stash, use up some of this stuff, and create some amazing products and share it with you guys and hopefully inspire you along the way. So I'm actually going to start out with the papers. So let me move some of this embellishment stuff off to the side. And each time they have done this kit, they actually start with an inspiration piece. So something that kind of guides the whole rest of the kit. And the inspiration piece for this kit was actually this paper, in full size anyway, which is from AZ & Tan in the Rise and Shine collection, and it's the Lucy paper. So this is the inspiration piece at the front, and then this is the pattern that's on the back. I didn't actually have this paper, so rather than run out to the store and buy something new, what I decided to do is I looked through my stash, and I actually had the Rise and Shine 6x6 paper pad. So I pulled out the front and the back so that I had the options to use both. And I'm going to use this as my contribution to that inspiration piece, that I didn't have to go out and buy anything new. And so this is where I got all of the color choices and all the different things that go with this kit. Part of the kit was 2 additional 6x6 pieces. And so I pulled 2 other ones from that same paper pad with the AZ & Tan Rise and Shine collection. And then we also needed a texture. So I took this paper, I just picked this up at Tuesday Morning, and it's a corrugated white paper from Fancy Pants. And I wanted to give this a try, and I thought it would be great in this kit because I think this is going to be really fun to add mixed media and mists and things to it to kind of create some different colors with this texture already built in. So I'm really excited to play with that one. And then we also have 1 cut file included in the kit. And I chose this one, which is from the Silhouette Design Shop, and it's called the Circle Background Placemat. And I thought with some of the embellishments I was picking in this kit and some of the really bright fun colors that this pattern would be really, really fun to include in the kit. And I also included, we needed a dot or a circle. So this is going to be my dot paper, and part of the reason I picked this is because it has this teal dot on the front and this yellow dot on the back, and both of these would go really well with this inspiration piece. And this paper is from Simple Stories, the Carpe Diem collection, and it's just called Teal Dot, Yellow Dot. And then we also needed a bold pattern, and so I actually picked this little floral, and the colors in this are just perfect for the kit itself. And this one is from the Hello Sunshine collection by Pink Paisley, and I just had a 12x12 paper pad that had this in it. And then we also could include a freebie in our kit, and I actually picked 2. So the first one was also from that Hello Sunshine by Pink Paisley paper pad, and that's this one, and it just has some pops of the different colors that are included in the inspiration piece, which is why I included it. And then I also really liked this watercolor stripe, and this is from Dear Lizzie's Happy Place collection, and it's called Beachy Betsy. And I love the watercolor look on this side, as well as the watercolor option on this side as well. So I thought that would be a great addition. And then I'm also going to allow myself the freedom to have some white cardstock, pretty much as I need of that within the kit. And so those are the different papers that we picked. So let me pull out that inspiration piece. And you can kind of see everything goes really well. And if you want to see any close-ups, all of this is on my blog as well. And then here, let's keep that inspiration piece out. And here are the embellishments that I picked. So for this kit, we had that cut file. And we also needed to pick a stencil. And so I picked this stencil from Chamel. And it's just hearts everywhere. And I thought there were a lot of different things that I could do with that. So that was a great option. And then we also needed some layered embellishments, and I had picked up these Maggie Holmes layered circles from Tuesday Morning, and haven't had a chance to play with them yet, but they match the colors really well, so I thought I would give that a shot. And we also were including frames, so I grabbed this little package of Heidi Swapp photo frames, and this was from the Memory Planner collection. I think I've used maybe one of these, so I thought I would try and see if I could finish those up. The next thing we had was twine or ribbon, and so I just picked some black baker's twine. A lot of my embellishment choices have some black detailing in them, so I thought this would be really good to include since none of the papers have that black component. It's really going to pop off my pages. And then the next thing we had was buttons, and so I picked these Pink Paisley Paige Evans Fancy Free Collection buttons that are already adhesive on the back. And they've got some perfect colors and some fun shapes and things in there, so I'm excited to use those. And then from there, we also could include a sticker sheet, and I picked this one, which is from the new Photoplay collection, Summer Daydreams. And I liked this one because it gave me a lot of different options, and it has all of those perfect colors that I was looking for. So I'm really excited to kind of incorporate this. You can see it goes perfectly with that inspiration piece. So I'm really excited about everything that I can do with this. And this also has some of those pops of black that I was talking about. So I think that'll work really well with that baker's twine. We also could choose an embellishment pack. And so I picked this embellishment pack from Carpe Diem. And it's just the Carpe Diem bits and pieces. And there are, I think, 62 different die cuts in this pack. And they have all kinds of different things with the fun, funky colors and some of those black accents. So I'm really excited to work with those. I haven't even opened that pack yet, actually. We also could include washi tape, and I pulled this entire set from the new Color Splash line that everybody, of course, is talking about. I don't plan on using any of these purples, but the pinks and the turquoises in the top all match the kit perfectly. So I just left it all together, but I am planning just on using those top ones, and I actually have an idea for this with that cut file, so I can't wait to play with that in the cut file. We also had to include 2 alphabets, and I've actually kind of broken the rules a little bit and picked 3 different sets. So I went with the Calberteschi from Amy Tangerine, and I love these foam alphabets. They're a little bit more funky, not quite so straight block style, and I think they'll go perfect with the feel of this kit. And then I also picked out these pink foam thickers, and these are actually from the Rise and Shine collection, and I just picked these up a Tuesday morning. But they are going to go perfect with everything we have picked so far. And then I also pulled out this My Mind's Eye Now and Then. It's the Dorothy Celebrate Alphas. And they come with these 4 different colors, which I really like how they accent everything in the kit already. But I loved that they have the word stickers as well as a mini alphabet, because I tend to make titles where I combine all the different alphabets together. So I really needed a small font like this that I could play with. So that's why I pulled in that package. And then we were also given a freebie. And again, I kind of broke the rules and I picked 2. So I have these glitter hearts from 7 Paper from, I think, the Amelia collection. And I've had these in my stash for a little while and wanted to play with them. And I thought these would be perfect because these Maggie Holmes layered embellishments have the gold. And these Heidi Swap frames also have the gold. And so does this washi tape have some of that gold accenting. So I thought I could do 1 page or 2 pages that have some of those gold accents, and that would be perfect. And then I also picked up this just brand new the other day, and I really, really want to play with it because I love the colors. So this is from Multicraft. It was like $2, and it's a palette of all different colors of sequins. But if you look at the inspiration piece, they're perfect. So I can't wait to add some detail with this and to bring in a whole nother dimension and some different texture. And that is going to do it for my kit. Next week, we will all be up on our sites with our first layouts. So I hope you'll come back and check that out. But also, please go and check out Hannah, Megan, and Felicia's kits. They are also going to be posting theirs, and I have the links down below for you so that you can see what they're going to be creating. And I can't wait to see you next week as I create my first layout with this kit. Have a great day. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you want to be notified when that kit posts for the first layout so you can see what I'm doing. Bye.